All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises, all honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors be to the apostles and other bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the elders and Akim of GMS and men that are like them, that is Christians, word of truth and sincerity. Shalom to the elect. I'm gonna go to about to go into a quick lesson here. Now, this is Friday night. All right, as we do GMS Columbus, Ohio, we go into our lessons. We are in the book of Joel, the third installment or the final chapter of Joel. All right, last week was in obviously Joel, the second chapter that was taught by Tazawam. All right, so your call was the first chapter. Joel the second, myself, Cornwall, Joel the third chapter. We're going to finish out the book, and Lord's will, we continue this tradition until we get the hell up out of this place. All right, I'm in attendance with the elder Kaloya, Taz and Yokoyim. They couldn't be in attendance. You know, Taz is down in New Orleans with the brothers down there. Stuck at work. You know how it is in Babylon. But anyways, we're gonna continue to work, man. No excuse. So without further ado, we're gonna start at Joel third chapter at the top. We're gonna throw some precepts out. We're gonna close out.
This is Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down.
Can we get because when I read this, I had to go into either the NIV or the Good News Bible to get that word. I'm looking for the word restore. So if you got the NIV,
Let me see.
or the New Living.
Let me see.
So all I have is the Good News Bible. I can get the precept as well. All right.
Okay. You say you want to read that in NIV?
Yeah, please. Because I'm looking for a particular word.
This is Joel 3:1 NIV. In those days and at that time, when I restored the fortunes of Judah and Jerusalem.
So I was restoring. All right, we're at the time of restoring right now. This is the present time now. The Lord's restoring Judah and Jerusalem, the two sticks. All right, in this time now. All right, now and this, like we said, Joel the second chapter was talking about future prophecies, and right now Joel the third chapter is talking also speaks about the future prophecies about to happen here in present time. All right, because our time in captivity is over, so the Lord's going to restore us. All right, and I'll get Jeremiah 30:3, and if you don't mind, get Zephaniah 3:20. Just to get on the word.
Which one you want first?
Oh, you can go if you got it.
Zephaniah 3:20 says, "At that time will I bring again." At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, and I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth. When I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith Yahweh.
Just to back up Joel third chapter, all right, 3:1. All right, just to keep backing up. Once again, Jeremiah 30:3. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord Yahweh, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And that's talking about the land of Israel. And also talking about the whole land, because we're going to possess the whole world, all right, when we get up in power and rulership. But like I said, these things must come to pass. You continue on reading.
You can go back to KJV.
No, you go back to the KJV.
It's Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Yeah, hold on, Salaki. Yeah, I gotta move a little quick. Normally, it's all of us brothers in attendance to move. Yeah, of course, as we know, with the valley of what we at Jehoshaphat is, that's told in the scriptures of the second verse. That's the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, all right, the Lord's judgment, all right, and where that's going to take place in, all right, I got the map right here. We're gonna have to bring the camera up, all right. So where that's going to be taking place is going to be pretty much down in Southwest Asia, or want to say Northeast Africa, in that area, what they call the Middle East. All right, now dry land. You got Syria to the north, you got Yemen.
Ready for the camera?
Oh no, wait, you bring it up if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Valley of Decision or Valley of Yehoshaphat, Lord's judgment is gonna take place right here. You see Baghdad, Iraq is modern day, what is Babylon, what you know as Babylon back in the day. You got Syria to the north, all right, Lebanon, and you got, of course, Jerusalem to the far west. Then you got to the south, well, Yemen, but it's mainly gonna be fought down in Saudi Arabia, Syria, Iraq,
Persian Gulf. Yeah.
and you're gonna push a little to the east, Iran. I don't really see per se, but this is the ball field. All right, you got the Red Sea to the west, the Gulf, the Arabian Sea south. This is pretty much our battlefield right here, man. All right, that's where the Lord's judgment gonna take place. All right, you can read that in the second, the 13th chapter. We always go into it, but that's pretty much it.
Good. And I know you know the Euphrates rivers? It's like somewhere right here, right? Something like that. So I know that a lot of that's drying up.
Yeah. Where we at? Euphrates, yeah, it's up here somewhere. No, I just typed the shit in.
Yeah, can I? Yeah, because that's mentioned in Revelation. I don't know if that's on your list, but
Oh, so it's around Iraq. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a water stream somewhere around this motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
But I am familiar with it.
Yeah, you can't find it's all good.
Yeah, because I gotta go back and down. Yeah, I find it.
Cause I know it's like it's like goes through like 3 different countries or some shit, but yeah, kind of. That's a major spot right there. Your favorite rate.
Yeah, that's around Iraq. Yeah, I just gotta. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
Or matter of fact, let me see if I can. Yeah, I got it.
All right,
It's like one more thing. Euphrates rivers. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, a little blurry, but kind.
What you got running through?
Well, this is a better one. Let me show this one first. This is a better one. It's Iraq and I think Turkey too.
Oh, Turkey. Okay, yeah.
I think somewhere else maybe, but I think yeah, kind.
All right, bet.
And Syria. Okay, yeah, this is a better one, right?
Oh yeah, to Syria, yeah.
This one shows all 3: Syria, Turkey, and Iraq.
Okay.
Kind. Let me continue.
Yep. So yeah, like I said, the Valley of the Lord's judgment. So that's where the main fight is going to be at to take place. That's why you got the draft ramping up. Trump is trying to get the troops all motivated to want to join, and that's the whole plan. If you don't want to join and you're of age and you're able-bodied, you might get that letter in the mail, man. You might get that email or that phone call from Virginia. All right, you can take.
It says, and they, verse 3, and they have cast lots for my people. Hold on, did I finish? Yeah, I finished verse 2. All right, verse 3 says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
Yep, and that's the curses, man. We fall on the curses. You can read Deuteronomy 28th chapter. I did have some precepts queued up. Excuse me. I mean, pretty much that goes without saying. All right. These people they cast light. They sold us for sex slaves. But back in I know your area, they sold children for what, the rum?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's not common. We know that's common. We know about those things. All right. That's in the curses. Deuteronomy 28th chapter. All right.
Right, and just real quick, I always like to make this point, because just show you that Northern Tribe went through the same situation. I think it's on my old phone. I didn't even try to look for it, but I had a picture. Matter of fact, I got it right here actually. Salaki. I remember I took this picture. What was it? 2019, old ass picture. And it was like some the Columbus Library, and I was reading this book about the Indian people. And let me see if I can read a little bit of it, and I'm gonna show a picture. It says Indian females like this young woman who has been. It's like I'm trying to. Looks a little blurry, but it says which was from now today the Stanilis County. Sometimes I can barely fucking read this shit, so I can. But I'm gonna skip to the point. It says Southern California Indian female at the price sold Indian female at the price of a pound of gunpowder and a bottle of brandy.
Damn.
And here's a picture right here. It's like the words are a little blurry, so I'm just But yeah, that should show you. Jake went through the same shit. But yeah, we got it. Let me continue.
Yeah, they had some precepts lined up for verse 2. It's all good though. We can continue to push.
Okay, come.
Yeah.
Alright. It says, verse 4, Yea, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head.
And just because those are these are coast cities, all right, that runs across the west of Jerusalem, all right. So Tyre and Sidon, those are coast cities, and you go into the Gaza Strip, which is in Syria. That's just outlining major factors of where everything's gonna be popping off at.
Verse 5 says, Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border.
Yep. You can read Deuteronomy 28:68 real quick.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Because everybody had a part in this trade. Everybody had a part. All right, we can read about the Psalms 83rd chapter about the crafty council. All right, you got the Arabs, you got the Hamites, you got of course the hook noses, which really forerun the whole thing. All right, but they pretty much everybody had a hand in it. I believe the Arabs, I believe either the Hamites built the ships, either or they all had a piece of the pie when it came to selling the Israelites, all right, into slavery and captivity.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Deuteronomy 28:68. People still got a problem with that. People still got a problem with about this never happening. Like niggas still kicking against this.
Right.
Can't nobody dispel it, but they still kicking against it. I was thinking of watching a video a little earlier about it. Mm-hmm. How's that even popping back up still?
It's Deuteronomy 28:68. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and they shall be sold unto your enemies for bound man and bound woman, and no man shall buy you.
Yep, plain and simple, man. Plain and simple. You can jump to verse 32. Yeah, like I said, that's you gonna have to break that down, man. All right, you ask anybody that wears those penguin suits about this prophecy, and they act like I got 4 heads on my face. Pause. All right, because they can't break this down because it never happened to them. All right, none of these precepts about when you jump back down to verse 3, casting lots and selling themselves. No, none of this. And all they gonna say is what the H Oaks. That shit's played out. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing they can say is the H Oaks. But how does that go into going into ships? How does that go into going into ships? There's no comparison. All right, and 6 million. Even if that were to happen, 6 million. Come on, man. At least 10 times worse than that, if not worse.
This is Deuteronomy, you said 32?
Yeah, verse 32.
28 and 32 says, Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
There it is, no might in thy hand. Hey, these dudes, they can't prove this. They didn't get sold into all other nations like how we were. Like I said, I was watching Captain Tazariak this morning. I sent that during the chat, but he also had another one. He actually was debating against a small hat, real small hat, and he was just getting cut. But He didn't do no service. If you're gonna be on the podcast, at least cut him up. He didn't say, and this is what I had to lesson on, because he didn't say one time to eat. He didn't say Esau Edom.
Mm-hmm.
He kept saying the white man.
Right.
There's a strong distinction between white man and Esau Edom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But he didn't do himself no service. He's overdoing jet setting shit, man. That shit made me mad, bro. Cause I'm over this joint. He was cutting him, but he wasn't cutting him.
Right.
Cause he still had the restrictions. Cause he's still getting paid by the dudes, man.
Damn.
Yeah, it was bad, man. I'm gonna have to do a lesson on that, man. Cause this dude's jet setting, but he's not doing no service. Not pulling out precepts. He's just talking out his ass.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't smart, mind you, but damn.
That was you know, precepts.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
I actually got a quick one.
Okay.
Let me see. Cause just at that point where it says took in my gold. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just want to get that real quick. Cause speaking of Israel, cause we're the Lord's gold and jewels and silver and all that. Malachi 3:17. And they shall be mine, saith Yahweh of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I'll spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Get that one. I'm gonna link it with this one. Limitation. 4 and 1 says, how has the gold become dim? How has the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earth in the pictures, the work of the hands of the potter. Just to prove that point, let me go back to it real quick. Joel 3, and it says, taking my silver and gold and carried them to the temples, my goodly place. And now, literally, you took the Israelites and you took the literal gold and serving art. You keeping that stuff for yourself too.
Yeah. That stuff is somewhere in the catacombs somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Come on, me continue.
Yeah.
This back to Jeremiah 3. Joel 3, and let me see. What I finish?
We can jump back at 7.
7 says, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and I will return your recompense upon your own head.
You can just jump to Jeremiah 30 verse 16 real quick. All right. We're gonna have to pay back real quick, man. Because like I said, they took us about that land, and we have to get that land right back. But that's not gonna be on our own will. That's gonna be through the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I can't take my army. I could train up a group of 30 people and go down there and get it back. And demand it, stomp on my feet and demand I get my land back. Nah, man, we have to get that through Yahweh Shai, man.
All right, it says Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all they that you said 16, right?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all that adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
All right, plain and simple. Whatever goes around comes around, man. All right, you can keep going.
All right, and Jeremiah or Joel?
Joel.
All right, Joel 3, verse 8. It says, and I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabines, to a people far off, for Yahweh has spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
Yeah. Back at verse 8. We already know we even gotta get it. Revelation 13:9 and 10. Exodus 21:16. If any man stealeth a man, should be put to death. So whatever goes around comes around. Even when you read the 7th verse, 7 and 8th verse, man. Whatever goes around comes around. Those are the precepts for it. We ain't even gotta get them because you already know what precepts we're talking about. We used to read Revelation 13:9 and 10 every 2 days. That precept came about back in the day. Well, back in the day, you know what I mean? So it says proclaim, all right? Let's get the definition of the word proclaim. That's a bold, kind of word,
Yeah.
Proclaim to means officially announce, all right, publicly. So that's what we're doing, all right? Now that goes into people starting to get ready to go to war. All right. What precept I got for that? I don't think I wrote it down. Anyways, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. All right. The heathen man. prepared war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. I did have a precept for it. It's gonna take me a while to find it.
I got a quick one.
Okay, I got one too. I already go.
Is it Isaiah?
No, I'm in Jeremiah.
Okay. Let's read this real quick. Isaiah 13:4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. But yeah, just going into the, just prepare for battle. World War III. That's what going into. But you got it.
Pretty much. Jeremiah chapter 46 and 3. It says, "Order ye the buckler and shield, and draw near to battle." It says, "Harness the horses, and get up, ye horsemen, and stand forth with your helmets. Furbish your spears, and put on the brigandines." The brigandines is another word for saying brigade or voyage. All right. So that's getting ready. This is what people doing right now. All right. They making sure that their iron sights are good. They putting on their ACOGs. They clean their weapons. They getting their new equipment drawn out from CIF. They're getting ready for war. And this is what all the nations are doing right now. Because World War III is upon us. And it's coming upon us very soon and quickly. All right. Back at it.
Come on. It's Jeremiah 3:10. It says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong."
That's the smaller nations talking about. They're getting busy too. They're getting ready too. Just because they're a smaller nation like what? North Korea, Taiwan, things like them. People, Venezuela. They're getting stronger because guess who's getting backed by their allies? All right. So things are popping off because now Esau's not the big bad wolf on the block no more, man. All right. People getting stronger out here. All right. And they're backed by who? Honestly, they all backed by Yahweh Hashem Yahshai because this is his prophecy that he wants to fulfill. All right. Mm-hmm. So right now we're turning our farming instruments into war instruments. All right. This is the time we're in. We're not in the time of what Psalms the 2nd chapter, I believe, when you turn your swords into plowshares, back into pruning hooks, to go back as farm instruments. No, we turn these joints into warlike instruments because we're in them times. Mm-hmm. All right.
This is verse 11. "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together around about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about."
That's going back into Joel the 3rd chapter, the 2nd verse. The valley of Jehoshaphat.
Mm-hmm. It says, "Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down for the precious food. The fats overflow, and the wicked is great." It's like the wickedness is great.
Yep. We can jump to Jeremiah 51:33 real quick.
Jeremiah 53.
51:33.
33. It says, "For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the God of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her. Yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come."
Here it is. It's hey man, we inching towards, man. It's that season, man. Hey, it's all I can say. And of course, if we're talking about the wickedness is exceeding great. All right. We got 2nd Ezra 15th chapter 3rd verse. We ain't got to get it, but like I said, we're inching closer and closer to World War III and destruction. All right. Mm-hmm. Keep going.
I got a quick precept. Revelation 14:14. "I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, obviously Yahushua, and on a chariot, having on his head a golden crown, in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle, and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe." It's ready.
It's ready. She's ready. Hey, it's just like a woman in heat. All right, you can sense when a woman's in heat. All right, this you can tell. A man can tell when a woman's in heat. All right, and it's time to unclothe her. All right, so this whole place is about to be unclothed, man. especially America. I'm sorry.
You know what?
Are you got more?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me just, it's more, but I'm gonna skip mainly to the point.
Yes, sir.
Verse 20 or 19, and the angel thrusting his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High. And the winepress was trodden within the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. There's gonna be a lot of bloodshed, you know what I'm saying? You know, the harvest is ripe, is ready. But there's another example, you know, gotta get it, but it's in I think Ezra's when it says you know, the wickedness, the floor of wickedness is is grown, and now it's time for it to be cut. Like it likened it to like was it corn? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to that. Joel.
And that's beautiful how that links up, because it tells you even when you jump up from the Joel the 10th, the 3 and 10 talk about the farming instruments. So it has a beautiful kind of poetic type situation.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Come on. This is Joel 3 and 14. It says, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision.
Yeah, you can jump to real quick, Revelation 11:14. Like I said, everything is, we're inching near and near. All right.
It says Revelation 11:14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
So it comes quickly. Now, if I can do some math on this real quick, I'm not that good at it, but I can give me a calculator real quick. Let's see. This is 1940. Let's say 1941. Oh shit. Say 2026. Fuck it. Minus 1941. That's what, 85 years? Damn, that's 85 years to what? Possible World War III. If I did the math correctly, to 2026, which Lord's will. This is the last year we're on this wicked ass kingdom. So yeah, it's coming quickly. From World War II to World War III is less than 100 years. And not even from World War I and World War II was what, 30 to 40 years. So things are ramping up. All right.
This is Joel 3, and it says, let me see. So like I lost my place.
Oh, 15?
15 says, the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. It says, Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to bless his son.
You can read until 17.
I got a quick precept.
All right.
Real quick. Zephaniah 1:14. It says, the great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, of the day of Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. The day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, a day of distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. And I'm going into that. Proverbs said the moon will be darkened. You know what I mean? The missile is going to be blocking out the sun, and and also double fold going to the wisdom too. But it's going to be a very dark day altogether. But going back, Joel 3 and 16, it says, Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, but Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. So like I read that twice. But so shall ye know that I am Yahweh your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass her anymore.
Yep. So I did have a couple precepts. We can jump back. You already kind of made that point about the sun being covered. Yep, so I don't have to hit that precept. Of course, Isaiah 24 about the earth being moved like a drunkard to and fro. Psalm 61 and 3, and I'll read Isaiah 12 chapter.
It's Psalm 61 and 3. It says, for that has been a shelter for me and a strong tower from the enemy. Yeah.
That was pretty much it. Yeah, exactly. Because the Lord's gonna he's gonna protect his elect in that day. All right. So like it's kind of throwing our groove off because we normally have the whole camp with us. So we kind of, but we doing what we gotta do. You know what I mean? There's no fucking excuses. All right.
Hey, shit. Hey, the Lord sent his men out by twos. You know, that's all you need.
You know what I mean? Hey, you just gotta adjust, man.
Come on.
Sometimes you gotta throw in that audible.
Come on.
But yeah, Psalm 61:3 is plain. You even gotta break that down. I'm gonna get Isaiah 12 chapter. I honestly want to read the whole. It's only like 6 verses, which is kind of odd in Isaiah. It's almost kind of read like a Psalms to be honest with you. So I'm gonna read this real quick. Isaiah 12 at the top. And this going into Joel 3:15-17. It says, "And in that day thou shalt say, O Lord, I will praise thee. Thou was angry with me, thine anger was turned away, and thou comfortest me. Behold, the Most High is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid, for the Lord," it says Jehovah, Yahweh is my strength and my song. He also is become my salvation. Therefore with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. And in that day shall ye say, Praise the Lord Yahweh, call upon his name, declare his doings among the people, make mention that his name is exalted. Whew. Sing unto the Lord, for he hath done excellent things. This is known in all the earth. It says, Cry out and shout, thou inhabited Zion, for great is the Holy One of Israel in the midst of thee. So we have to exalt Yahweh Shem Shah. When he does things like get us out the land of Egypt, out of captivity, when he parted the sea, and he closed that motherfucker up on those heathen, he got us up out of there. Of course, when the Passover, when the Lord passed over us, or the chariot, or Yahweh Shai passed over us and started tearing up the heathen, man, we have to exalt Yahweh Shem Shah and things like that, man. And guess what's how great it's gonna be now that the return of Yahweh Shai when he starts tearing this place up again, because this is our worst captivity ever, man. All right, even in the time during the time of the Roman Empire, we still knew who we were. I didn't know a lick of Israel. I didn't know what the hell that meant. Every time I've heard of Israel is down there in just the land of Israel. That's all I knew. I didn't know who the chosen people were. I was a nigga. I was in churches, but I wasn't in churches for the right reasons, mind you. It was legs all over that place. You know what I mean? But we must exalt Yahweh Shem Shah, man, because he's going to protect us in those days. Let me see. Get back to Joel.
This is Joel 3 and 17. Well, 18. You good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Verse 18, it says, And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters, and a fountain shall come forth of the house of Yahweh, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness, for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Yep, and we can read Amos 9:12-15. Just to back up verse 18-19.
Amos 9 and 12 says, That they may possess the remnant of Edom, and all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh that doeth this. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper.
Yep. The plowmen are the Israelites. The reaper are you heathen. Also, definitely the Edomites.
And the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed. And the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt. You said continue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I will bring again the captivity for my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them.
Yep.
And they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them.
We getting our heritage back. We getting our kingdom back, man. Keep going.
And I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled out of their land, which I have given them, saith Yahweh thy God.
Is that the 15th verse?
Yep.
There it is. And that's pretty much like I said. It goes back into that flop that flower. Like the it's like it goes back into it's synonymous with planting and going into yard work, so to speak. You know, your yard instruments, and it's just beautiful how poetic it's talking, man. But that's pretty much it. Pretty much we getting our kingdom back. All right. So once everything's said and done, when the smoke clears, physically and literally and figuratively, we're gonna get our kingdom back, man. We're gonna get our name back, man. All right, on earth. All right, it's going to be no more called niggas. Well, we can read the last two verses, and we can kind of close back up. I can do my closeout speech, so to speak.
It says, verse 20, but Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem from generation to generation, and for I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for Yahweh dwelleth in Zion.
Yep, and we can get Revelation 21, 3-5. And if you got any closing precepts, like it was a pretty quick lesson, of course. It's pretty much to the point, like you said, Joel, the second chapter, pretty much talks about the same thing. So we didn't have to waste too much time. Get some precepts and move on. You know what I mean?
You said 21
Revelation 21, 3-5.
And it says Revelation 21:3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God. And God shall wipe away all their tears from their eyes, and there shall no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful.
There it is. Hey, that's no more crying, no more tears. Jake ain't gotta slap the fucking joint off. It's gonna be like a dream. All right, but like I said, these things must surely come to pass. World War III missiles, of course. Revelation 13, which that's not talked about here in Joel, but we all know that these are the last few prophecies. Before the return of Yahushua and the destruction and downfall of Esau, Edom. All right, before we get that kingdom, before we get out all the tears wiped away from us, no more going off. See, he said there's going to be no more death. I believe it said in Revelation 21. There's going to be no more death. So guess what? We're not going off no more. All right. I believe in Jeremiah 31st chapter or 33rd chapter talks about how the Lord is going to he's going to put the law in our inward parts. So guess what? There's going to be no more. We don't have that. There's going to be no more teaching of the laws, because it's going to be in our inward parts. That means there's going to be no more death. So those are the times that we're looking forward to. But like I said before that, we have to endure and see how this plays out. All right. But you got anything? But that's pretty much Joel, the third chapter, the final installment of the book of Joel. Like I said, three chapters. Lord's will, through the Spirit, we'll see what we're gonna go through next week, and just continue on the tradition of GMS Columbus, Ohio Friday nights class sit downs, man. So Lord's will, we hope you was edified. We're gonna give all praise, all honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors be to the apostles and elder bishops, great millstone. Peace and citation to the elders and Occupy GMS, and men that are like them, that is pushes word retreat, thanks to the city. Shalom to the fleck, wa ba ba shalom.